warriors have spent a peaceful night under the stars. But now they have awoken to the knowledge that one of the company must leave the quest today. Warriors, the end is almost in sight. But as the horizon draws closer, so does the source of the dark evil that infests these lands. Who here has the will to detect it?
I'm really looking forward to the second day because I did really well yesterday and kept all my 9 lives, and I'm really proud of myself.
I'm happy because I didn't lose any challenges yesterday and I'm in a good position, so I'm going to try hard and maybe get up to first place today.
I thought I did well yesterday, but I would have liked to have won Treasure Ring and not lost a life. But I was really glad that I managed to do Deep Loch.
I'm in 4th place at the moment with 8 lives and 5 rings. It's the start of the second day and I'm feeling really hopeful for the challenges to come.
I'm currently on 8 lives and 3 rings, which means me in 5th position in the tournament. I hope today I can work my way a little higher up the leaderboard.
I won my first ring yesterday, which I was happy about, in Spider's Wood, so that put me still in last place, but it's quite close and it'll change at any time. I'm really up for a big challenge today.
Warriors, each of you was granted 9 lives at the start of the quest. Already, some have been snatched from you, and more will be taken today. Whoever bears the least number of lives by nightfall must face a final challenge that could rob them of their place on the quest. Though your fates may be uncertain, let us go to embrace them. Warriors, before you stands a mighty palisade, its gates hewn from solid oak. The only way to break through them is to use a battering ram. You must push these mighty machines towards the gates. Along the way, you may collect the gold rings that hang above you. The first team to break through the barred gates will claim a further gold ring. But their defeated opponents must each pay with a life and forfeit any rings they have collected along the way. Tezan, Tonesh, Rohak, you will form one team. Kerud, Nejad, Kenat, you will form the other. But remember, teamwork is as important as strength in this trial. Are you ready? Then let the challenge begin.
Push, 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 push. Quickly, quickly. Up, up. Push. Crazy, France, Gazette.
Warriors, both teams worked well together and can be proud of your efforts. But Kerud, Kenat, and Nejad, though you battle with determination, you were defeated. And the price of defeat is a life. Rohak, Tezan, Tonesh, you triumphed in this challenge. Place your prize on your standard. Guard these rings well, for they are more than mere trinkets. Collect 9, and they can be redeemed for a precious life. Now, the sun is still climbing in the sky, and we have far to travel. Let us set out towards the next challenge.
It was really, really close. It took the other team 3 pushes of the ram to get through the door, but it took us 1, and they just beat us to the rings.
I felt really excited when I grabbed the rings, and I could just see Kenneth coming out the door, so we were very lucky.
I see you, Nevar, as you spy on my warriors.
Though these lands were once fair and full of hope, they have been tainted by the presence of a foe whose shadow has spread far and wide. Even now, Nevar is watching you. And in this next challenge, you must risk his gaze in order to retrieve gold rings. To look into Nevar's eye spells doom for any mortal. So during this challenge, you will be blindfolded. Beware of Nevar's sentinels, the demons, themselves made blind by his baleful stare. They guard the rings, and should they touch you, or you them, you will instantly lose a life. Kerud, Nejad, you must dare to go first. Kerud, Nejad, do not step from the stones. Use the staffs to tap out the solid path in front of you. Are you ready? Then, let the challenge begin.
That was close to disaster, Nejad.
Tezan, Rohak, I would advise you not to make the same mistake as Nejad. Are you ready? Then, let the challenge begin. Kenat, Tonesh, you must balance haste with caution if you are to secure the rings. Are you ready? Then let the challenge begin.
Kenat, though this is not now a race, you must stay on the path and avoid the demons if you are to win.
Rohak, Kerud, Kenat, you were all first to reach the rings, and so won the prize. Place them on your standards. Tonesh, Nejad, Tezan, you are aware of the consequences of failing this challenge. Each of you must lose a life. Now, you will face each other in pairs in the next challenge, where different strengths will be tested.
I was against Tonesh and she fell off quite early. I took my time after that because it wasn't a race anymore.
When Nejad fell off, I was on the last stone, so I got really far quite quickly, and I'm pleased that I got 2 rings. So that's me in 5th position.
I knew either way that I would have lost that challenge because I could hear that Kerud was in front of me even before I did step off the path. I am quite upset though that I didn't get it because now I am in last place.
Warriors, this is Ring Rack, and it is here that physical strength alone will decide who triumphs and who is defeated. You will face each other at either end of this rope. Pull the rope towards you, and the hook will swing towards your rings. But if your opponent is stronger, the hook will swing towards their rings. When both rings are hooked, the game is over, and the defeated warrior will lose a life. Tonesh, Nejad, you seem evenly matched. You will go first. Remember, warriors, though this is a test of power, it may not be over quickly. You may also need endurance if you are to succeed. Are you ready? Then, let the challenge begin. Kenat, Tezan, you see the effort this challenge can involve. Are you ready? Then, let the challenge begin. Rohak, you are our current leader, but can Kerud thwart your progress? Are you ready? Then, let the challenge begin. Rohak, Tezan, Nejad. In this simple test of strength, you have overpowered your fellow warriors. Through your efforts, you have each earned gold rings. Place them on your standards. Tezan, your tally of rings means you now have enough to exchange for a precious life. Tonesh, Kerud, Kenat, you tried your best, but it was not good enough. The cost of failure is high. You must each lose a life. Now, you must muster more energy, for our next trial awaits. Come.
I don't like ring rack very much because I haven't got very strong arms, but I'm not very disappointed because I'm still in third place, which is a good place to be.
I was quite scared when I was up against Kenat because we're about equal strength, but I managed to grip my feet better than her and defeated her.
When I got into the challenge and Nejad started pulling, I knew that she was going to beat me because she was very strong.
It was kind of a struggle because we're similar in height and strength, so we both played really well and tried the best we could.
As soon as we started, I felt the strain, and I knew that I wasn't going to be able to beat Rohak because he's such a strong warrior.
Kerud put up quite a good fight towards the beginning, but as I got him going, I think he gave up a bit. I think that I did really well in that and put all my strength to it.
Warriors, deep beneath these fortress walls lies a place of ancient torment and despair. But today, it may also prove a place of happiness and triumph. For whoever dares enter may return bearing gold rings. Kerud, despite your efforts in previous challenges, you are in last place. You will enter the torture chamber, along with Tonesh, who is second to last. Come. Scattered throughout the torture chamber are gold rings. Because a metal cage stands between you and them, you must work together, using the tools provided, to gather as many as you can. But beware, once you enter the torture chamber, the door will close behind you, and the cage will begin to open. Drop any rings, and the cage will open faster. To open the door and get to safety, you must gain the distant key. But fail to collect the key, or be too slow or clumsy in gathering the rings, and the demons will be upon you. Are you ready? Then, let the challenge begin.
Grab it. Go. Go, keep going. Okay, keep on going. Move it along. Take me out. Right, bring it back. Right, candle.
Turn it sideways. Turn it.
Like that?
Yeah, try and hook it. Okay. That's it. Oh, come on.
Yeah, let's move. Okay, I'm like, bring that ring in. Bring the ring in. I don't want to have losing the ring. It's coming up. It's because the door, it's blocking my arm. Right, hold it there, hold it there. How is it held? That's it, thanks. Thanks, Carrie. There you go. Oh my God. Okay, you got it. Okay, bring it in.
Okay, keep trying. Just try.
Okay, this one.
Stop. Do whatever you do.
I'll try now.
That's it. You scooped it. It's okay.
That's it. It's coming, it's coming. Got the ring. Here. Okay. It's coming over. Right, let go. There it goes. Look at it.
Right. If you could pull open that. That's it. Now go.
That's
Just go for the candle. Do you want to go for the candle?
I'm sorry.
Did you drop it?
Come on. It's not going.
To drop one ring was unfortunate. To drop another was clumsy. The warriors must work quickly, but carefully, if they are to escape the demons.
Come on.
Kerud and Tonesh have failed the challenge. Their suffering must not be prolonged any further. Kerud, Tonesh, in the torture chamber, the slightest clumsiness can cost a warrior dearly. Each of you must lose a life. Now, darkness is not far off, and we have one final challenge to face. Come.
I found Torture Chamber really difficult. I was a bit disappointed that we didn't manage to get 2 of the rings, but I was determined to get the key.
I think it was just a temptation to get the key out and unlock the door and get out of that torture chamber that made Tonesh panic and drop it.
These 6 warriors set out at sunrise, knowing that one of their company would leave them by nightfall. That time has now come. This is the way of the warrior. Of all the challenges you will face, none can compare to this. Tonesh, you have only 5 lives left. No one has lost so many. Except for you, Kerud. You too have 5 lives, but you only have 3 rings on your standard. Tonesh has 4. It is you who must face this trial. Though failure is final, the reward for the successful warrior has no equal. Reach the end of the way of the warrior, and you will pass through a portal. This portal will lead you directly to the next stage of the quest. It will then be Tonesh's fate to face this challenge. It is a slim chance, Kerud, but it is your only chance. Kerud, stay on the golden path, and you may fulfill your destiny. Are you ready? Then, may the luck of the Raven's Eye be with you. Let the challenge begin. Kirid, your valiant efforts have brought you far, but this final obstacle has proved your undoing. Though you must now return home, may the reception that awaits you be as rich as you justly deserve. Farewell.
I've loved everything that I've experienced and seen and done here in Raven. I loved encountering all the demons. I've enjoyed every challenge that we've done. I'm just happy with how far I've got.
So, now only 5 warriors remain. Before they can continue, they must face the dark night ahead. But they should remember, it's only when it gets dark that you can see the stars. Come.
Next time on Raven. How will the warriors fare as they fly down the zip line? Can Tonesh guide Rohak through the Thrall demons? And whose balance and strength will overcome all others on Balance Beam?